Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP live play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer.
Hi.
We're a couple who love sharing stories so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline, set in our very own Velinara campaign setting. It is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition, where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master and storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. It does look like we do have my assistant GM Max here to help us with our players.
Tear it down, Maxwell.
Don't listen to him, Max.
Be the most chaotic Maxwell. Go! Strike with fury!
And now we get to meet our
Use the anger in your heart.
courageous and daring heroes.
Violence.
Go.
Violence is all that exists in his eyes. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But now we're gonna meet our courageous and daring heroes as they continue their escapade at the masquerade. And we'll begin with an introduction for Bracken.
Oh, right off the top. All right. Hell yeah. Hey, what's up? It's me, Thresh. Out here tonight playing Bracken, a Kendermonk fighter who don't take no shit from nobody.
Okay.
You tell him.
Get him, Max.
Next up for our introductions, what do we learn about Avi?
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I play Abby. She's a half-elf bard sorcerer who cares deeply about her friends, is constantly quietly singing or humming, and is just a little bit spooky.
Alright, heck yeah. Next up for our introductions, we have Cecil.
Hello, my name is Brent, and I play Cecil Darkholm, a Forest Gnome Cavalier. He's been a bit shaken over recent events and has begrudgingly taken on a squire of sorts. He is even more determined than ever to help and protect his friends from the danger that surrounds them.
Heck yeah. And then last but not least, let's get an introduction for Ozira.
I am the danger, whatever her name is. Anyway, hi, I'm Chris. I'm playing the danger. I mean, Ozira. And I like to light things on fire, long walks on the beach, and making kissy faces at vampires who are really cute. And yeah, let's have a good time.
Let us have a good time indeed. But that requires us to return to our session, where a few of you had a very interesting experience in the crypts, but you were able to successfully achieve the task of getting the way open for the hired help. Cecil, you were out keeping watch during all of this, and well, there were a few curious eyes that made their way towards where you stood guard. What would you have done to dissuade them? Oh, I can't hear you.
Papa, can you hear me?
I don't know what's happening. I would have pretended that I was peeing.
Give me a deception check, please.
With P.
That's pretty good.
And I also roll a deception check.
You are currently still in the crypts.
That is correct.
Yes. Cecil, as you, when you would notice these eyes, your ruse is a quick one, and seems to be believable. They still look at you, but it is now with a look of disgust rather than suspicion.
Yeah,
Perfect.
what, vampires don't pee?
Been there.
No.
Oh, alright.
All right.
Everybody, get in the chat.
They don't eat except blood, which is absorbed in a different manner. We're not getting into this, all right? I
In
will
this
be
essay,
here
I will.
all night. So, yeah, you are. I don't want to be here anymore. Twitch, Twitch chat scares me. So.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were a vampire urologist.
I'm a lot of things, alright?
No, urologist.
As Avi, Bracken, and Ozira and Ron are making their way out, Cecil, again, no one has approached you, but you are, of course, aware that people had spotted you outside. But then your friends are here, and it seems that all has gone well.
How'd it go down there?
I birthed a son. Sort of. His name's Kenny. He's really cool. He's hanging out with some allies of circumstance.
Cecil's eyes just kind of narrow. Just like, right.
He'll be around for like 45 more minutes, give or take. It's a quarter past Freckle.
A little side eye to Avi.
Everything went fine.
Okay, great.
There was a lot of undead down there, and one that had quite an eye, 3 or 17.
There's quite a lot of undead up here as well.
Yeah, well, we expected that.
Right.
Anything of note on your side? Why is there piss on the floor?
It's not all piss.
Oh.
What
Oh.
else is it?
Water?
I don't
Wine?
want to know. No, we don't need to talk about it.
Go piss, girl.
I'm a little more concerned that it's not all piss.
Water and wine. Whatever I could find.
I'm gonna check on Terry.
There you go. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, how's Terry?
You all can continue this conversation.
Oh, no, I'm good. Thanks for the nice segue.
Yeah, for anyone
Okay.
who wants to return to the Great Hall, where Terraminder was last seen, you are welcome to start making your way over there. There are whispers you can hear as certain figures spot Cecil.
Sir.
Cecil.
Yeah.
Why are people whispering about you?
Well, I couldn't just be standing there keeping watch and not get questions, and I didn't want him to come close. So.
I've just done the math in my head. We don't need to talk about it.
You know what? I think I did a great job.
I'm sure you did.
I would high five you, but I want you to wash your hands first.
Bracken will offer a high five. He doesn't care. That's his bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, man. Nice watch.
It's Cecil a high five, Bracken.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to be here. All I'm seeing are plasters of Shadow the Hedgehog. So, you guys make it to the Great Hall, and again, there are plenty of vampires and ghouls and other undead that inhabit Gloom Noir here.
A real monster mash, one would say.
Yeah, a graveyard smash.
Indeed.
And Terraminder is there with Carissa, who has kept a company for the halfling. It's Carissa who would look up, noticing you all first. Well, none of you seem dead, which is always good.
Well, we're off to a good start, I guess.
Not sure I appreciate the pause there, but thank you.
Well, it is relative what good is in mixed company.
Just came to check on your progress over here.
Oh, I think I'm almost done. I don't... There's some stuff that's kind of given me a bit of a... I've got a limited tool set here, so it's not the best, but, maybe a few more minutes, and I could get it in some sort of a workable sense.
That's fine, honey. You take your time.
Is there anything you need from us while you prepare?
Oh, no, you guys were great in what you were able to, get for me.
Well, are there any further preparations that we should take, guys? I mean, you want to go make more company with people, or just be ready when Terry's ready?
If anyone wants to roll a history check for what your tasks were, you are welcome to do so.
Dance dice.
That tracks for me. Listen, you gotta write it down in a to-do list for me, because once I see a hot vampire and we dance, I kind of go blank for a while.
Can I do a check to see if I missed on the guard team?
Yeah, that would be an insight.
Ooh.
No, Bracken, everything's fine.
Yeah, we're cool.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, I
I
guess our
think
job
I'm
here is
gonna-
done.
No, I think I'm gonna go mingle about.
As you're doing that, Cecil, with your 12, you do recall that one of the tasks set for you, was to talk to the people here and really sort of sell the rumors of Lord Vittorian, set him up, remove any sort of social standing, or at least tarnish it heavily before the act that was to follow.
The audio's gone again.
Hey, if you're mingling,
Mm.
talk poorly of Victorian.
Oh yeah, sure.
Start
Stir
getting
the pot.
everybody, thinking that way.
Got it.
Along those lines, your passive insights across the board would probably be enough that Lord Vittorian is in attendance here. If you could separate him from the Father Ragavul before everything, that would be a boon to the Duchess Listana's plans.
How about this? If you were going to go mingle, Avi, should I come with you? Potentially, we could find Lord Vitruvian and see if we can separate him and make it look like he's more at fault or more of a bad person than he is, I guess, or lower some social standing.
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, we can use our magnetic personalities.
Totally.
You would have
been known to polarize.
already spotted Lord Vittorian, but he is currently in this great hall, up at the top with the people of honor, the guests of honor.
Hey, Avi, so what should we do to distract him? Should we say that there's something interesting that he should take a look at, or a nice blood sample somewhere, or just invite him to come piss with us in the corner?
There's something when Ozzy says blood sample, there's something that kind of sparks in her eyes. I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
All right. Awesome. Well, I'll follow your lead then.
So Ozira and Avi are working together to mingle and maybe get the attention of Lord Vitorian. What are Bracken and Cecil doing?
And Cecil's going to the bathroom.
Bracken will fall.
Someone's gonna hold hands.
I mean, the others pay it up. I don't see why we shouldn't.
Okay. Uh, I'll say it's easy enough to find a bathroom here. It's kept fairly close to the tents and the blood fountain, but distinctly out of the way.
Cecil, as he's washing his hands, he'll just kind of casually chat with Bracken. Loudly enough so that anyone else in the stalls or
Yeah,
area.
Bracken's over at a urinal.
Wow, can you believe that Vitorian's lost track of his closest advisors? Isn't that
That's
so strange?
hey man, that's crazy. I don't know how I should feel about that, honestly.
Certainly not confident in his leadership.
I shouldn't. Oh, in his leadership, I thought you were telling me I shouldn't feel confident in general about it. That makes more sense.
I would like
Yeah.
performance roles from each of you.
The piss or for the? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That is an interesting outcome right there. There is a select handful of people here that most of the people that exist in Gloom Noir do not have need of privies and the like, but they are here touching up makeup and having a space where they can remove their masks without the illusion of what happens outside at the party breaking their enjoyment of the evening. But most of the other people here, the ones that actually are making use of these, are, well, they're the vintages that are here for tasting. And go ahead, roll for me insight checks here. Bracken, as you speak of not having confidence in the leadership, you would notice that these figures seem to deflate a little bit, as if they buy into your words that there should not be confidence here.
Everyone else just recognizes me from earlier.
Hey, aren't you that guy?
Yeah, the nobles are just like, ew,
Well, at least he came to wash his hands.
right? Avi,
Mhm.
Osiris,
Yo.
you're in the Great Hall, where most of the higher-ups of the or Undead Society are lined up to meet with the Father Ragabal, head of House Gezedul. Those who aren't in line are part of his closest courtiers, including, of course, the Duchess Listana and her closest entourage, Vitorian, and what remains of his, save for the Lady Sibylla, who is likely running the guards.
So we're wanting to separate him from everybody, yeah?
Yeah. Perhaps lead him somewhere that he will not be as easily seen and do what we will, but we'll see how it goes.
I don't plan on killing him. We're just.
Oh no, just distract him,
Is there an area of the dance floor that's kind of close enough in indirect sight of their table?
Unfortunately, no. So the dance floor exists outside of the Great Hall. The Great Hall
Oh.
is the meeting space. The dancing area was outside on its steps, essentially, between that and the blood fountain.
Okay, understood. Um. Hmm. Well, I mean, we can't just walk up there and be like, "Hey, you want to come with us or whatever?"
Yes, perhaps we can tell him there's something of great interest, potentially life-changing for him if we were simply to take him somewhere outside of well, maybe not there's that last part, but we should just definitely show him something. Whether it's a good time or just something cool I found on the street. Like, hey, look, there's piss. That never happens here.
Can we stop talking about piss?
Copy that. I can talk about sandwich.
My sweet baby.
Why would we talk about sandwiches?
Because they are so wonderful to have, to hold, and to cherish. And I love them very much. I would
Alright.
die for sandwich. Or a sandwich.
I'm gonna go up to the table, make my way over there.
Here we go.
This is very nerve-wracking.
No.
You feel that there are definitely eyes on you.
Mm. Okay. I'm gonna.
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna position. I'm gonna like move down the table and like do introductions, but um, leave Victorian for last.
Okay. So, uh, you can easily sort of start with the side of Duchess Listana, since they do sit on sort of opposite sides of the table. And
Mm.
there are mainly eyes from her entourage that are watching you.
Mhm.
And then as you move your way through past Ragaval, who is, of course, entertaining all the others, and then you get to the side with Vittorian and his entourage. At least what is there. When you meet with, or when you come upon Vittorian, you would notice, of course, Dragonborn, and you don't notice the sort of same, or not same, the common affliction of Gezedul. He does not seem to be a vampire. Some other undead, perhaps.
Hmm. He must be Lord Victorian.
Yes, I am Vittorian Droventier.
It's a pleasure. I'm Avi.
Greetings. I'm Ozymandias.
You would not be the same Ovi that has been performing at the Vein of the Vein.
Yes, that's me.
I've heard many things of you as of late.
Have you?
Yes, it's my seneschal before his perishing spoke of you.
Hmm. Yes, I did meet with him. Shocking to hear that he's not here.
Yes.
He spoke very highly of you.
He was nothing if not loyal.
Well, since he heard of me, I don't suppose I could tempt you in a private.
show? Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, good idea.
sure. There's instruments around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I'm unsure of your experiences in Gloomlore, but I am not quite in the manners of private showings.
Hmm.
Well, she is in pretty high demand, and it definitely would be a missed opportunity for you. I definitely believe it's you will definitely have something to remember for a long time if you get to listen in.
He flatters me, but it is true. In high demand.
Roll for me. We're gonna make this a, you can make this either a persuasion or a deception check.
17. Persuasion.
As long as this is a true performance, I'm not in the habit of briberies.
Oh no,
Oh no.
performance. That's what I do.
I do think someone as esteemed as you does deserve a chance to have a good time and enjoy something that's artful and tasteful, especially at a party.
Absolutely, and I mean, someone of your stature probably doesn't have time to go down to the vein. So when are you gonna have this opportunity again?
Yeah, we'll bring the vein to you.
Thank you, Osiris.
Well, do you have some place in mind then?
Oh yeah, for sure. We just kind of get a bit of a ways away. That way, we will not detract from the other conversations and performances going on here. We can definitely focus in on everything that she has to do, basically.
Roll a persuasion check.
I shouldn't have been the one doing the talking. Let's see how it goes. Easy claps. Okay, it's a 10, so it's a 9.
There is a wariness in Vitorian's eyes. I am quite aware that there is perhaps more conversation here. And while I would hate to overshadow the conversations of my board, and he looks over with a motion towards Ragavan, I am not particularly a fan of being too far from his sight.
It's completely understandable. We could go just right outside the Great Hall.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check, Avi.
Oh boy, here we go. It's 20.
Fine. Just outside of the Great Hall.
I do hope you enjoy the ambiance over there. I think it'll be quite good.
You can see that there is a deep breath that he has to take, almost as if he's preparing himself for what he will be experiencing. But with a few words to his remaining entourage, he'll stand and will accompany you.
I assume there's a band by the.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna bother one of them for like a violin or lute or whatever.
One of them does have a lute that you would be able to spot. How do you wish to try and acquire it?
I'm gonna get right in front of them. Hey, listen, you and me, we're cut from the same cloth. I got a private audience with Victorian. I need that lute, like now. I'll give it right
Bring
back.
Yep.
Um,
Take 5.
a private audience with Victorian. I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's happening. I need your lute, please.
Give me a persuasion check.
15.
I've been here a lot longer than you, Miss Songbird. I've heard of you, yeah.
Mhm.
Victorian don't do private showings.
Give you 20 gold.
25 and you got a deal.
Done.
It'll be without a scratch, we promise.
25, I could get me a new one.
That's true.
Thank you.
Buy yourself something nice. Like perhaps a music tutor. What?
Ooh. Ooh. God damn.
There is a tongue riding along fangs. Teeth itching. Oh.
It's all about the fingering.
So, Avi,
Mhm.
25 gold down, but loot
Yep.
now acquired.
Hell yeah.
What do you do?
God Victorian just around the corner. And I'll play for him.
Roll me a performance check.
I'm not even on snaps and claps duty. I'm just chilling watching.
It's 25.
Hell yeah.
Zyra, give me a perception check.
Copy that. Oof. 14.
Bracken, Cecil.
Hmm.
As you are finishing up your attempts of rumor mongering in the privies, what do you do when you head back out to the crowds?
Probably head back out and look to see if we can find any familiar faces.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, give me a perception check, why don't you? Bracken, you would notice one familiar face in the crowd.
Oh.
One not too pleased. You can see easily on her face.
Uh-oh.
As you notice Sibylla.
Has she noticed me?
Not yet, but it does seem that she is looking for something.
I
Or
gotta move. I gotta
someone.
go. I gotta go. Cecil, you gotta
What?
help me.
What's wrong?
That's my boss.
Oh, your fake boss?
Yeah, I know. You gotta help me.
What should I do?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. She catches me, she's gonna beat my ass.
Again?
Okay. Let's not go with all that. That's a little
Okay.
uncalled for, but
What are you supposed to be doing here?
guarding
Guarding what?
the party.
Okay, pretend escort me out. Like
I'm dressed in a 12-piece suit, bud.
Oh yeah, your hat has a suit on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a suit so fancy. There's a suit on top of it.
Well, maybe it's just an undercover
I'm
role.
the best and most inconveniently dressed person here.
Who's to say you can't blend in and still guard things?
I, oh. You know what? Maybe that's the case. Maybe I can swing it where I'm not actually enjoying the party. I'm undercover as like a secret guard. Maybe she'll buy that. You gotta help me.
Okay, brush by her and just give her a nod and pretend like you're on duty.
I feel like that would almost make things worse, but
No, lean into it. Look at you. Just look at you.
what do you mean? Look at me.
You've leaned into it this far. You might as well keep going.
All right. You gotta help me though. I have no idea how to. This is a blooming thing. I have no idea how to make it work.
Just do your best. If you want to act like you're kicking me out, you can do that.
Well, no, because then we lose you, and it's like a
Well,
whole
don't
thing.
actually kick me
You
out.
know what? You know what? I'll have asked. I got it. I'll have asked. You'll have asked me if. I'll have asked you if you need to go somewhere, and you're looking for refreshments, and I'm guiding you over to the table as help for the evening.
Are you a guard or a guide?
A guard, but you know, you can ask staff where things are and they'll be pleasant about it. I don't think that's the worst.
I don't
Bracken,
know. Oh,
Yes, Captain.
I have heard that you have abandoned your post.
Yes and no. I went more on helping as a secret guard. I'm there to make sure the party is going smoothly and to make sure everyone's having a good time without standing out in like a sore thumb in guard armor.
Give me a deception check, please.
I figured it would be a good way to, make the party feel a little bit more organic, make it seem like there's more people of stature here. I mean, look at this suit. This is very nice.
You look like
And
a clown.
well, to each their own. This is high fashion, I know. But
I have
that's
been the personal guard of the Lord Vittorian for longer than you've been alive.
that's
I've
fair.
seen high fashion. But since you are already undercover, I have a task for you.
Yeah, what's up?
The Lord Vittorian has done something incredibly stupid and strayed away from a place where there are eyes of guards. I want you to find him and make sure nothing happens to him.
Understood. I'll get right on that. Can I assist this patron over to the refreshments table? They asked me for
You've
help.
already done enough.
You understood? I'll be right on it. Do you know where they were last seen?
The Great Hall. Now move, quickly.
A quick salute and a kick in his step. And then as he goes off out of Sibylla's sight, he'll turn to Cecil and kind of shrug, and we'll figure this out later.
So was Cecil left behind with Sibylla?
Yeah, and she is just staring off after Bracken.
I would just like to back away slowly into the crowd,
Give me a stealth roll, please.
happily. That's an 8.
Cool. You're pretty sure that she is aware of your leaving, but she does not seem to care about you.
I'll make like a large arc through the crowd and try and follow where Bracken went, wherever that may be.
Grand Hall, I guess.
Bracken, as you approach the Great Hall, what is your intention? What are you doing?
I'm gonna be just checking everybody. I didn't get a description or anything.
No, you know
So-
what the Lord Vittorian is.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that one of the ones we killed?
no, he's
No.
the Dragonborn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he'll stand out like a sore thumb. I'm gonna go find a Dragonborn.
Right, give me a
I will.
investigation.
I'll also go up to other guards and ask them if they last seen the lordship around at all.
I will give you advantage on your investigation.
Excellent. Dirt 20.
You rolled insight, not investigation.
Oh, investigation is going to be a +0, so an 18.
18, okay. Well, I saw Victorian coming out with, have you been around recently? Have you seen the newest magician at the Vein of the Vein?
The newest magician?
Musician.
Oh, musician. I think I heard of them. Yeah.
Well, I saw the Lord Victorian exiting out of the Great Hall with her and some
Oh.
other fella.
Which way?
They went off around one of the corners there. Don't know where they went from after that. Out of my line of sight.
All right, well, I guess I'll just go figure it out. Thanks. And I'll take off in that general direction that they pointed.
Avi, Ozira,
Mhm.
you've been playing a wonderful song, but you can see that Victorian is getting antsy here. Looking around the crowds. Are you doing anything?
If I see him starting to lose focus and get more antsy, oh, have you heard anything quite like this before?
I must admit, I do not often find time for musicians outside of parties or other engagements.
Oh, well, surely you have a favorite song or something that really holds near and dear to your heart, I'm sure.
What I hold near and dear to my heart are endeavors of my work, not things that I partake in for pleasure.
Well, I think you should sometimes mix business with pleasure a little bit, especially with something that can loosen you up to therefore heighten your ability to do your work, essentially. A little relaxation can go a long way to focus the mind, I think.
Relaxation, comfort, is how I lost two very close people to myself.
Oh, sorry to hear about that. I'm familiar with loss myself, and it's something that I wish upon no one, no matter who they are.
It is not something I am accustomed to,
Yes, well,
and it will be very difficult in replacing them for the services they were able to provide for me, and that they were able to provide for people like yourself.
yes, of course. Is there anything that you wish to do about it? Is there anything that can be done? Anything that we can do?
I am doing all that I can to ensure that Lunawar and perhaps Velda Umbra itself one day will be what it should be for those seeking comfort in its darkened skies. And it would be about this point that Bracken, you're able to turn the corner and spot where Avi, Ozira, and the Lord Victorian are.
Your lordship. The Lady Sibylla sent me to find you to make sure you were doing okay.
And you hear a muttered curse under his breath.
It seems that we have taken up too much of your time.
Just to clarify, she's not asking you to return to the party. She simply sent me to find you and make sure that you're doing okay and to make sure nothing happens to you. So if you're good, we got more time.
Bracken, Avi, are either of you wearing your ring of message?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There is a voice that comes to your minds. A familiar one. I think I've got the distraction device in a workable condition. It's still a prototype. I won't get anything better than a prototype here. But I can go deploy it if you're ready, of course, for that.
Are we good?
Cecil's gonna come over the ring. I don't know where anyone is.
I'm still seated where I was before. Chris is here too. And Ron.
Like I said, I've taken up too much of your time. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And I'm gonna move. And as soon as I'm out of eyeshot, I think we're ready.
Okay.
I
Then
will return the loot.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'm sorry for your loss, and I'll follow after Avi.
okay. As Avi and Ozira starting to make their way back to the Great Hall, so too will Vitorian. Bracken, roll for
Yes.
me a insight check. He's just making his way back. Do with that information what you will.
There.
So, as you all make your way back, you see where Terraminder is passing by you on her way out with the new purse. She kind of stops and shares a look to you, each of you, almost as if waiting to see if she's going to have any sort of accompaniment, and she scurries.
What a help.
I'll turn and go with her.
Okay.
And Bracken, you could go with her too, if you wanted.
I already got mad. Sibylla got mad at me once. I want to get in more trouble and risk the whole thing.
Cecil will catch up and go with
Yeah.
Terry.
I'll join you.
So, it'll be Avi and Cecil with Terraminder, and then Bracken and Ozira in the Great Hall.
I was gonna follow with Terry, but if Bracken has to stay, I'll stay with Bracken.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, sure, Coleman.
Go with Terry just in case. Bracken's on guard duty. He's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be all right. I gotta blend in.
Yeah.
Right.
Why don't you give me a performance check on blending in, Bracken?
Me?
I mean, you're doing your best. Not everyone
I'll
has a suit as a
As
headpiece.
regal.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
12-piece suit.
Hell yeah!
As you blend into the crowd here, and sort of keep everything in your peripheral, falling upon some of that guard duty training. You spot where Vitorian enters back in, keeping a watch over the crowds here, gives polite nods, but will make his way back to the where he was seated before. The other three, Avi, Ozira, Cecil, you follow along with Terraminder as she clutches the purse that she has tinkered with. I know it's not perfect, but it should be enough to cause some small distraction to the guard force, and it will be an auditory one, so it would be very much able to hold their attentions until perhaps something more physical happens. And if you've got anything else, I'm welcome to hear it.
Let's see. I definitely have those illusions, but I feel like yours is plenty enough. And then if it brings out our companions from down below, I think that'll be sufficient. What do you think, Avi?
You know, I have complete faith in what you've done here.
So we're gonna set this off, and then the people you met underneath are going to emerge, and we're going to catch the guards. Are we going to seal the doors with us inside and the fight outside?
You would know that what Terraminder is doing is not the signal for the guards. Or not the guards. This is to distract the guards, so that way you can give the signal to Listana. The signal from Listana is what's going to bring the mercenaries out.
How are we signaling Listana?
You give Listana the signal whenever you feel you are comfortable giving that.
What's our signal?
How about this? We set this off. I'll stay out here. Make sure that it's working correctly. And once they're sufficiently distracted, I'll message one of y'all. You give Listana the signal. And it sets off.
Okay, I think we can do that. You'll be in the middle of all of the guards, though, Avi. Do take care.
I'll be fine.
Center of attention, looking at. E.
It's me.
Hi.
I'm the problem.
It's you.
It's me.
Okay, I will go and find Listana.
I'll follow with you because I'm not sure what the signal is other than just telling her, like,
Well, you know where Listana could be. She is in the Great Hall.
I'll go hang out near her.
So, as you cobble together this idea, this plan of action, we'll see how well it goes down in play after our upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We will be right back to continue along with our story. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen, as well as in our chat room. These donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So, stick around. We'll see you all very soon. Alrighty.
and another thing! Sorry.
We're back.
So much.
You had devised a bit of a plan here. With Terraminder distracting the guards. With Avi playing in the middle for when you are ready to signal the strike. And with Cecil and Ozira returning to the Great Hall. So, Avi, what are you doing while you're outside?
Oh, I'm just kind of strolling around, my hands behind my back. I'm staying within a reasonable distance of the contraption, but I'm out here. Maybe a few glances over at some people, but just out here.
As Avi is out here, glancing, enjoying a bit of a promenade under a moonless sky. Cecil, Ozira. You two were returning to the Great Hall, which means you pass by the dance floor and the vintages. What do you wish to do?
Cecil's just trying to get as close as you can to Lady Listana. Not in like an awkward way, but just kind of going to make conversation with Ozira when we're close enough to where I could get to her in a couple of seconds.
Yep. I mean, she's up at the front of the Great Hall, so there's definitely a position where you can put yourself, but it does kind of leave you a little open to the view of the public.
That's fine. I already got a bit of a reputation.
Hey, I'm wearing my mask. No one knows who I am, right? Sure.
I got a little mask on, but
Yeah. Yeah, small talk, small talk. Hey, dance with anyone here yet?
um, I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Was it good for you?
Carissa, she's like me, knows her way around a court a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yes. She's been able to give us some valuable insight and advice through this.
And how do you feel about everything?
Um, can you be more specific?
I'm sure there's been a lot going on for this whole process, and what you mentioned about what happened with Avi.
Yes, it's been unexpected turn after unexpected turn, but I think we've navigated it pretty well, or at least as best we could. The thing that happened with Avi was pretty shaking to everybody.
Now, you said that the person who caused it's gone, right?
That person is no longer of concern.
That's good. And then I guess everyone else who is here are just simply they've got connection to him or to them.
Half of them probably,
Fair enough.
approximately.
Well, all the more reason to have a nice long drink after we're all done.
We've gotten good at that.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm a. Do you want to do get like body shots after this?
Let's see if our bodies make it through it.
There you go.
So, with your self-positioned and a bit of conversation happening. Bracken!
Yes.
You would have noticed your companions entering into the Great Hall again, or at least a few of them. You've spotted Cecil and Ozira.
Bracken will just kind of keep his cool on the whole situation. He did what he was supposed to do in finding his lordship. He's keeping an eye on him since that was more of his direct order, but he's just kind of keeping track of where everyone is in relation to him as well. So that way, everything's lined up properly.
Avi,
Mm-hmm.
can you roll for me a perception or an insight check?
It's a 14 inside.
It's a few minutes into your promenade. You've not seen Caraminder for about the same amount of time. She split to continue her portion of the plan. But now you would notice that there is a bit of unease amidst the guests here.
All right. Anyone terribly close to me?
You could get close to someone.
Yeah, I'll sneak in.
All right. I will say you can do either stealth or performance there.
18 performance.
Yeah, you're supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're here, what would you like to do?
I'm just kind of listening, nodding to the conversations, trying to play off a little bit of my own unease, but I'm definitely not uneasy. Matt, how are y'all handling all this?
Well, hopefully, whatever it is, the guards are keeping it under wraps, but there's been something that is... We're just making sure that everything is, of course, is safe for some of us, but... And they'll lean in. Would not be surprised if something a little more interesting happened here. Have you heard of what happened to Vitorian's political assistants?
No, what happened?
She was last seen exiting his estate here on the grounds and disappeared. Some people are calling foul play. It's not every day that a banshee just goes so silently.
No, I don't suppose it is. That's truly wild. Yeah, I did notice that there were a few missing from his table. Then I noticed that he was missing from his table for a minute.
There is a interested raise of the eyebrows.
Oh, who knows where he went, but he was gone for a good chunk of time.
Very interesting implications, these things that you say.
I'm just saying what I heard.
Very well. Do keep a lookout for yourself. You are in such a frail condition.
That's what they keep telling me. I'll turn and kind of move off and like under my breath, but loud enough for people to hear. Something I'd rather be rid of.
Give me a charisma check of your choice on that. However,
Shit.
you want that to land.
Oh no, at 18 performance.
Alright. I will take note of that.
Yeah.
Can you also just roll for me a D100?
Yeah. Uh, 40.
Perfect, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything else, Avi?
I'll just keep, moving through the crowd, listening, putting my 2 cents in where it's needed.
There is a moment where you feel a figure brush against you, but you look down and you see it's just Terraminder. Okay, I've got the device planted and it's working as it should, I believe. Some of the guards are kind of already investigating it, but is there anything else we gotta do out here, or do we go meet up with the others?
You can head inside. I'm gonna keep an eye out here. I'll let y'all know when it's time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay near the dance so that way your message gets to me and I can get to them.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And Terraminder will set off. Avi.
Mm-hmm.
Tell much longer do you move about before you would give the signal?
Yeah. We'll give it enough time. Not enough for them to necessarily figure it out, but, enough time to send them on a big shape. Maybe 15 minutes.
Okay. As you are keeping your watch out, another figure moves into you. This one a little bit harsher. Roll for me either athletics or acrobatics, please.
13 acrobatic.
Jolting as if on an instinct to pull away. There is a grasp around your wrist. It is cold as ice and hard as iron, and you are pulled away from the promenade and backed against a wall.
Yep.
Bracken,
Yeah.
Cecil, Osira, what are you guys doing as you are in the Great Hall? Carissa is at a table with Renan. You have, of course, all these lovely nobles about. A view from the open doors to the dance hall, or at least the space that was set up for the dancing, where you can catch a glimpse of a simply dressed halfling just skirting around the edges of the dancing activities. What are you doing?
Just making conversation at the moment, keeping an eye out for anything really crazy, but mostly waiting to give the signal once Terry does hers.
So, Osira, if you want to sell the appearance of mingling, I'll ask for performance. If you want to prioritize keeping an eye out for anything off, I will say insight.
Definitely keeping an eye out priority. So here's that insight for 13.
Okay, I will keep your 13 in mind. Bracken, Cecil?
Bracken's been just keeping his eyes out for any trouble. He's been pursuing his guard duties.
Insight roll, please.
Absolutely. Oh.
There's been a few bad actors here. A little too imbibed on some of the available liquids, but you're able to step up to duty if they start to, of course, provide any sort of trouble to those esteemed persons of honor towards the front of the room.
Yes.
Cecil.
Yeah, Cecil's trying to blend in. He's got it set that he's waiting to deliver the message to Listana.
Okay. Give me a performance roll. There is a presence that moves beside you, Cecil. You really do look a little tense. You hear Carissa. Perhaps loosen up some.
Cecil kind of wiggle his shoulders around. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. Just waiting here for word to move to the next stage."
Well, it's better than some of the other activities I've heard you've gotten up to this evening.
Okay, listen.
Oh,
trying to keep people away. It went really well, but that's unfortunate that you had to hear that.
It is a party. Nobles are the same no matter where you go. Word travels quite quickly. And
Well,
I've always had a talent for picking up gossip.
if nothing else, then I've simply proven how useful I am at doing guard duty. Kept people away. I accomplished the mission.
She gives a chuckle. That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, it's definitely the way that I'm going to choose. I've been waiting here for a while to move to the next stage. You haven't seen Avi running around, have you?
The last I saw of Avi was when she departed with you. And Terminda.
How long has it been?
Roy, we'll make this a history check.
That's an even 10.
It's hard to say for sure. You're in that area where it could have been a lot longer than what it feels like, or maybe it really has been more than a few minutes.
Yeah, Cecil's gonna give it a little bit longer, but he's starting to get antsy.
Okay. Speaking of getting antsy, Avi,
Mhm.
you have been pressed against a wall well out of the view of anyone else. And there is a snarl in front of you. You can see the gleam of fangs. Just offer yourself up. Why don't you? And you hear a familiar voice filled with spite and anger.
Uh-oh.
Give me a history check here.
Mm-hmm. 22.
Those eyes are unmistakable. Even under the mask, you are looking at Morgard.
What's it to you?
What's it to me? I was well where I was, just like you, mortal, performing for all of these bastards is what they are. Do you see what they turned me into? This monster, and here you are, flaunting your status, asking for it.
You don't understand.
What don't I understand?
Something I can't shake. I hear music. The most beautiful music I've ever heard. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where I heard it first, but I know that I can hear it. When I'm in certain situations.
Beautiful.
Emma.
These monsters that you walk amongst, that you've been doing so for a week, 2. They would eat you alive. With no hesitation, they would leave you drained. There's a reason why all of those other mortals that are here are attended to by priests. In case someone slips in case someone's a little too thirsty. You don't have that protection out here. They don't care about you.
Why do you?
What happens to a bard who loved their music so much when their heart breaks? You hear this music, they're obsessed with it. But what happens when you have nothing left to live for? What then? You'll
I
be
don't know.
like me, wasting away in a tavern, watching everyone else live the dream that you once had. I won't deny you this allure, but be smarter than to do it in a place where you could die so easily. And
Fine.
with that, she'll remove where she has held you against the wall and storm off into the rest of the party.
I'm just gonna make the call to Terry.
As you send over the message, the signal, Bracken, Cecil, I don't remember if Ozira had one of the message rings or if he gave his back. You hear Terminder's voice. Avi said that it's go time.
Cecil will
Yeah.
kind of perk up. Is Lady Listana on an elevated place or just kind of?
The area is raised above the room, yes.
Cecil will confidently stride out in front of her, just kind of remove his little mask and give her a bow and just kind of get her attention. Say, "Lady, now is the time."
She gives a nod and will stand to excuse herself from the table. Moves off to a less occupied portion of the Great Hall and performs some familiar spellcasting components. So you would all see that she utilizes sending. Avi, you are the one that's outside. Give me a perception check.
It's on an 18, but no, it's a 10.
You don't notice until there are the sounds of combat.
Uh-oh.
The mercenaries that you had hired come out in full swing.
Where's Kenny?
He's also there. Bright
Yeah.
light. And as you see them, they engage in battle mercilessly. Guards are rushing up to assist and hold them off, but they are slow to respond as they are dealing with, of course, having been distracted before. Can you do anything, Avi?
Well, I'm not supposed to I can't let on that I'm part of this now, can I? I'm gonna kind of stay with near other party goers, keeping an eye out, but also
The partygoers out here are starting to run. When I say that they are attacking mercilessly, it's not just guards that these mercenaries are
Oh.
attacking.
oh,
Yes.
well, that's bad. I'm
We
I'm
have
gonna-
haze?
gonna see if I can't make my way towards the door, get inside with everybody else.
Yeah. Go ahead, make your way. I'll say roll me an athletics check here.
Oh, this would be bad. 13.
Bracken, I want you
Yeah.
to roll me a D100 here, please.
Okay. A 6.
Thank you. Can I have everyone make for me a perception check, please?
Oh.
Bracken would spot this. Osiris will spot this. Pull up something. It is only Bracken and Osiris who spot this. In the panic here of the different nobles trying to make it inside as guards are trying to close the door, as the Lord Vittorian is throwing out protective magics to assist, a figure wearing a simple brown satin dress, looking outside quite worriedly, as if she's trying to catch sight of someone.
No.
Terraminder is out, still by the dancing area.
Bracken's already moving.
Okay. Bracken, I want you to roll for me a initiative roll here to see if you can get outside before the protective measures take full
I'm using an
effect.
inspiration.
All right.
Gosh. Poop.
Okay. Unfortunately, Bracken,
I will dive out a window if need be.
I understand this. Bracken, as you
Yes.
try to rush to Terraminder, it is just as the barrier of magic sets in. Before the doors close, you can still see there are other people outside, including Terraminder. What do you do?
I'm looking for a way out. I'm trying to get out there.
Unfortunately, this is a domain of vampires. They are not ones to keep the beautiful windows as others might. Roll for me,
Okay.
Insight or Arcana.
Oh, boy.
Vittorian was the one to cast the shielding spell. If he falls, or is unable to concentrate on the spell, it would allow Terraminder to get inside.
Oh, shit. I really need you to drop that spell so we can get out there and help defend everybody, please.
Give me a persuasion roll. We have to worry about the people that are inside. We have important matters, political ones here.
Bracken's gonna throw a haymaker on him.
Give me an attack roll. That will hit. There is a moment where you feel time almost sliding to a standstill. There's the crack of impact against cold flesh. And then when the drawback of your punch comes through, screams. Panic-filled terror. The shield has come down.
Bracken's moving.
Those who were trapped outside are trying to flow in. You hear Terraminder's voice calling out for Avi as she's looking through the crowd. And I would like everyone to roll for me initiatives.
Glad that's advantage.
Who's ready for this, guy?
Yeah.
So messed up.
Me? Emotional
So rude that you
trauma?
would- so rude that you would do this to me.
What? I'd never.
You're so mean to me.
So, as I'm rolling initiative here, feel free to RP amongst yourselves what you are doing here in the beginning of the turn of this battle.
I mean, Bracken is, at this point, he's moved up above the crowd. He's running on people's heads and shoulders, trying to get over them to get over to where he needs to be.
There's
That's
a lot of. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just trying to fight through the crowd. I'm trying to get inside.
You made it in.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I made it in. Terraminder's still outside.
Mm-hmm.
Can I hear her calling for me?
At the start of combat, you can.
Then I'm trying to get to her.
Alright.
And Cecil would still be up where Listana had walked away from. Just kind of waiting.
So, Cecil would have had front row seats to Bracken decking Vittorian.
Yeah, and now there's people surging in.
Panicked people. So that will be him. Alrighty. We have. It's going
My-
to be.
I don't know.
Ozira first. After Ozira, it will be Avi. Then Bracken. Cecil. And then the rest of our agents that are acting here. So. Ozira,
Yo,
first to act, what would you like to do?
couple things. How far are we from Terraminder?
a few hundred feet for those of you that were well in the Great Hall.
Copy. How close is Kenny from Terraminder?
Penny is probably about 90 feet from Terraminder.
Copy that. I'm just gonna command him to just get to Terraminder as fast as possible. Just action dash, basically just, fly speed of 40, so 80 feet closer. Basically, just commanding him to protect her. And then I'm gonna look towards all my friends and use this for the first time. I would like to call out to Slanther and ask for divine intervention and protect my friends, looking towards Terry as well as the others.
Alright. Give me that D100 roll. You need under an 11.
Nope. But I'm just gonna keep on getting close as I can, and then that'll be it for my turn.
Right. It seems that unfortunately, in such a dismal place, the light of the sun does not reach here. Avi, you are amidst some of the more lucky nobles that had gotten in before the shield spell came down, but there has been a change in that status. The shield spell has faltered and dissipated, and there's still more figures trying to pile in, but you can hear, of course, the distant call of Terraminder. You did not realize that you had gotten in.
Yeah, I'm fighting against the sea people to get to her.
Athletics check, please.
Uh-oh. It was a 4.
Unfortunately, you're not quite able to get through the entire crowd to get to Terraminder. You are caught in the middle of it.
I think I'd just call out for so at least she knows that I'm behind her inside.
She does exceptionally well on her perception check this time and turns and spots you, Avi. Bracken,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I am doing everything in my power to get up and over the crowd to Terry to get her to safety.
Athletics check. Yeah. I don't want to say what just came to my mind. But yeah, you're easily able to climb atop someone and then use their shoulders as stepping stones as you move through the crowd, uncaring of who is stepped upon as you make your way to Terraminder, who you can see is looking inside and then spots you at her side and will reach out to grab hold of your hand tightly. It would have taken everything that you can do this turn to get there, but you're there with Terraminder. Cecil?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I kind of want to survey the area. I want to see what Vitorian's doing and what Listana's doing, and if anyone near Listana is making any moves.
We'll make that a insight check.
That's 5.
You can see where Vitorian is starting to spellcast again, and Listana is watching the scene unravel here. You don't see if anyone's starting to make moves.
How far is Vitorian from me?
We'll say Vitorian is 20 feet from you.
I would like to move 10 feet closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just take the dodge action. I just kind of need to see how this is going to play.
Okay. Outside, amidst some of the more chaos happening, Bracken, you would spot a familiar figure as she makes her way over towards what is going on at a high speed. Sibylla is coming through.
Yes.
She does not seem happy.
I would assume not.
As she walks, or more likely runs, you would notice that her blade is out, and she is cutting through some of the attackers. Not enough time spent to take them down, but you do see that she is trying to fend off what is happening here as she makes her way towards the Great Hall.
I will attempt. Is it possible to get Terry to safety or a safe location that isn't in a direct line of the wave of attacking people?
On your turn, potentially.
Okay, cool.
Vittorian, shaking off a punch that shook his concentration, is going to attempt the casting of the shield spell. So he's starting that spell casting, but this is a lengthy cast time, so he's just starting that process. Ragavul, however, is going to stand at the ready. He's taking a dodge action as he's looking around, just taking in the scene as it's beginning to unfold. And then our Disciples of Scorn continue their attack, continue pushing onward. A few of them will try and take attacks at Sibylla as she moves through. But they don't seem to land. But their job is to get close. They're all sort of converging on the Great Hall. Top of the round. Osiris, it's your turn once again.
Cool. Bracken's with Terry right now.
Bracken's with Terraminder.
Cool. I'm just gonna have Kenny's get closer to them and just prepare to hit anybody that gets too close, basically, and just have him there at the ready. And then I'm gonna keep on. Well, I was gonna keep on getting closer, but with that in mind, and I see Vittorian trying to cast his spell, just making sure that Chris knows I don't want him to do that, right? Potentially.
The signal was for an attack on Ragavul. If the shield spell goes up, the Disciples of Scorn cannot get to Ragavul.
Copy that. Alrighty. In that case, amidst the chaos of the crowd, I think I'm going to go ahead and let's just do a kind of look in his general direction, do a sacred flame upon him while he's concentrating.
What is the range on Sacred Flame?
60 feet.
You
I
will
think I
have
got
to
to
get
about 30.
You will have to
Gotcha.
get up closer.
Cool. Yeah. I'll use my full movement speed if I need to.
Yep.
30 feet that way. Cool. Yeah, ready. Ugh. Garbage. But DC 18 Dex.
Alrighty, so let's get that is going to be a 25 on the dexterity save.
Cool. Cool. Waste a good roll. That was a bad damage roll, so take it.
Okay. With that, Osiris, I believe that'll be the end of your turn.
Yes, I'll leave everything there.
Then it is going to then Avi, your turn.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ooh. Okay. How far away am I from Victoria?
You are near the front. I would put you about 150 feet away.
Holy moly. All right.
Great Hall is great.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna move in. Movement and dash just to get closer to him.
All right. As you move through the crowds once again, this time a lot easier as you flow with them as they try and get inside. You're able to easily cover that distance. And Bracken, it's your turn.
Yes.
You are outside. The Disciples of Scorn are on their way. So is Sibylla. What are you doing as you stand next to Terraminder?
I'm going to move Terry and, for the better part, the crowd around us to make it, to keep up appearances, but mainly Terry to a safer location out of this wave of attackers, best I can. And then I'm going to be ready to turn to fight.
So the wave of attackers are your allies.
Right.
Okay.
However, I'm also still technically signed up as a guard, so if I
This
blow
is-
appearances.
Also true.
Yes.
It's almost like I was expecting something like this.
Right, so that's why
would-
I'm getting ready to turn to attack.
All right.
But he's
Who
also
would wear
dressed like
such
a clown.
top, that many layers of suits? Surely he's on our side.
All right. Yeah, you are able to do so. So that'll be your action and your stuff to get everyone inside. And then turning
Yes.
to fight. Love it. Beautiful. Cecil, it's your turn.
And I see Victorian trying to cast the shield again.
He is in the process of casting the shield again. Yeah.
Would I have seen him cast it the first time to know how long it'll take?
Go ahead. Give me a history check.
17.
It took about a minute to cast last time.
Okay. Is he standing pretty alone?
He is separated from the rest of his entourage, but he's not alone per se. You also have Ragaval and the entourage of the remaining entourage of Victorian, and then Listana and her entourage, well within easy reach.
I'm gonna say over the ring. I'm gonna make sure that shield stays down, and I'm gonna extend my collapsible spear, as that's the only weapon I brought, and I'm gonna run up and stab this guy.
Okay.
That's an 18.
An 18 will hit.
Okay, I'm gonna stab him 2 more times. How about a 17? I'm sorry, 16.
16 will also hit.
How about a 13?
13 does not.
Alright, that's it. That was 21 points of damage.
Alright. Well, Victorian definitely has his eyes on you now. Alright. As that happens, it will become Sibylla's turn. And Sibylla continues rushing through the grounds, cutting into the attacking force until she sees where you are, Bracken, standing ready to fight. And she will move to stand next to you, her blade drawn. And she is also facing the oncoming troops, ready to hold the line here.
Made fan art of Bracken, Sibylla, and Kenny all there in front of Terraminder.
Well, Terraminder and the rest of the crowd have been sort of corralled inside, which is the safe place here. Yeah, it is Victorian's turn, and looking down at you, Cecil, he's going to just release a little bit of energy here. That's going to be, let's see. I need a dexterity save from Cecil.
Happily. That's a 5.
So, there is a bubbling of energy from Victorian, and you will take 11 points of acid damage.
I accept.
And with the Vittorian's turn coming to an end, it is going to be Ragavol's go once more. Ragavol again will take the dodge action, this time a little bit more actively. He moves back towards his throne to protect the hind side of him, keeping everything in a frontal visual range. Our disciples continue to press onward, moving in now to stand directly in front of where Sibylla, Bracken, and Kenny are holding a line here, as well as some other guards that have come up, rushing in. Which means that we're going to get some attacks towards Bracken.
No.
That is a natural 20 to hit Bracken.
Eh?
So, Bracken. This was going to be 11 points of piercing damage, and I do need a Constitution saving throw. Alright, so that'll be half damage. So that is 30 points of poison damage on a successful save from that crit.
Whoa. On a successful save.
Right, which you succeeded.
Right.
It
Damn.
was a crit.
That's still a lot.
Yeah. But and we've got the other attacks that are happening here. And none quite to seem to hit quite as hard as the one that hit Bracken. There are another strikes against some of the guards here, but as the disciples' turn comes to an end, we will pick up top of the round with Ozira after our next ad break. So stick around with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our combat. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen as well as in our chat room. Ko-fi donations provide your GM with much needed caffeine, but they also unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month, including special companions, double treasure, double XP, and new quests. So hang out with us. We'll see you guys very soon. Oh, Zyra,
Hi.
it's your turn.
Alrighty. Cool. I'll command Kenny to start defending those around Bracken, so he's gonna start taking some swings at the guy that was hitting Bracken.
Yeah, just turn on your allies. That's fine.
I mean, listen, they're attacking Bracken. I mean,
As far as they know, Bracken turned on them.
That's true. Man, decisions. For right now, I think I'm just gonna have to kind of go with it anyway, and Kenny's gonna have to do it.
All right.
Yep. So I'm gonna just do 2 swings. All right, dirty 20, and then 29. Scroll. All right, so plus 5 is 16. And then it's going to have a D10 of temporary hit points going to Bracken. Oh, nice, Max.
Oh, how much?
10.
Ooh, I'll take that.
Right, I rolled max on that one. And then second swing damage. Plus the 5 is 15 damage there. And then I'm going to give Terry this D10 for 6.
What's the range on that?
Oh, 10 feet. So he should be right there with him.
Terraminder's not there anymore. Terraminder was moved
Oh.
inside.
Oh, never mind. Cool. So I'll give it to Sibylla then.
Sounds good. So, with that, Avi, it's your turn.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
That's right.
That's for free.
That's right. Sorry, Osiris, go for it.
Cool. I'm I'm gonna yeet one of my beads over what's his face, the guy hiding doing a dodge action.
All right.
Our name Regalath.
Ragavol.
That's the thing.
How far can your bead go?
Okay, so there's no range on it. I'm assuming like 60 feet for like traditional thrown weapons, give or take.
I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Alrighty. So this 66, and it's only a DC 15 on this one. I'm just trying to do it to where it's not looking like I'm casting a spell, but I can be like over here like, oh no, a bead, just Kobe.
Cool. He gets a natural 1.
Huzzah! So full 20, half of that's radiant, half of that's fire.
He is going to use a legendary resistance on this.
Copy that.
So,
And then I'm assuming since he's at least 60 feet away, I'm gonna trust Cecil here, and then no, I'll save it for later. It's yes, and that's gonna be it for everything right now.
so it's 8, 5. And he's got no resistances or anything like that. Cool.
And I'll just actually move like 30 feet closer towards where he is, but still kind of staying within the crowd.
Sounds good. Now, Avi, it's your turn.
Okay. We're still pretty far away from where Cecil is, so we're gonna do another movement action dash, which puts me, I think, 30 feet away.
Sounds about right.
And we'll get Bardic to Cecil.
Alrighty. With that, it is Bracken, your turn.
Hell yeah. We are going to set up. We're just going to go for a patient defense right now to really just hold the line. And then, can I use? Remind me. Can I use a bonus action as my action?
No. Unfortunately, you cannot.
Okay. So in that case, we will take the dodge action, and then I will second wind as a bonus action, and that should equal out to what I'm trying to do.
Sounds about
Hey,
right.
save a key point.
And that will be 13 points healing, and that will be ready to go.
Alright. Cecil, it's your turn.
Cecil will shake off the poison that just got dumped on him, and he will stab 3 times. Can I Bardic the first one?
You could Bardic the first one, yeah.
I think that's 2 hits then.
2 hits.
$23 points of piercing,
Okay,
non-magical.
that's fine.
That's it.
It is Sibylla's turn, and Sibylla is focusing on the Disciples of Scorn. Sibylla rolls horribly, though. It seems that she's been taking a few hits here, and it's affecting her and her abilities. Vitorian, snarling, is going to reach out for Cecil. Cecil, are you wearing armor?
No.
It's not a good answer.
That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
You are struck by the shocking grasp here for 14 points of lightning damage. You cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn as well.
Got it.
It is then Ragavol's go, and Ragavol is going to He's going to put a hand upon his chest and mutter a spell, and there is some sort of protection that comes against him. The Disciples of Scorn continue their attacks, this time including Kenny in their attacks. Does a 25 hit Kenny?
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure that an 8 misses on Bracken.
It does.
Alright, so that is 9 points of piercing damage to Kenny, and I do need a Constitution save against poison.
Alrighty. 17 plus 3, so 20 for that.
Cool, that'll be 10 points of poison damage towards Kenny.
Alright. 19 total, copy that.
And that's it for the Disciples, as they are kind of caught up here, but they are trying to get through the guards. Inside, there are other actions at play. Not all of Listana's entourage is where they once were. Ozyra,
Yeah, boy.
your turn.
Alrighty, cool. Let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and let's just do a 4th level spiritual weapon on top of our man again.
Okay. Let me just check something here.
Yeah.
Cool. It'll be Vitorian who points out towards you and will cast a counter spell.
Alrighty. How far am I away from him right now, Victorian?
Not terribly far if you've been getting closer to Ragaval, because he's about 10 feet away from Ragaval.
Okay, cool. So within that range. Copy that. In that case, scroll back up. Let's just go and do a firebolt over towards Victorian then.
Well, your action was... No, because that's bonus action, that's right.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Cool. 15 to hit on the firebolt.
To hit Vitorian?
Yes.
15 just hits Vitorian.
Glorious. Alright, for 18 there. And then I'll go ahead and just have Kenny keep on swinging.
Vitorian is looking very bad at this moment.
Cool. Alright, dirty 20 for Kenny the first time.
Mhm.
And then 23.
Mhm.
Nice. Total of 18 for that damage there. And the D10 of temporary hit points to himself for 5.
Okay.
And then second point of damage. Oofers. Only 9.
Alright. That is the one of the disciples down.
Copy that. And then I'll have Canny move in to get into a flank with whoever Bracken's punching.
Alright. Well, Bracken's not taking any punches yet, I don't think, so...
Okay, copy.
With that,
We are dodging.
it is Avi's turn.
Uh-huh.
What would Avi like to do?
Well, this could blow up right in my face, but we're gonna try it. We'll move forward a bit more and look to Victorian, and I suggest you take a seat and keep quiet. And cast suggestion.
Okay. That is
It's a
a
wisdom save.
wisdom save. Dun, dun, dun. That is a 22.
Yeah, he's fine.
Any bonus action?
I'm out. I'm out.
Okay. Bracken, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Oh boy. Things are not looking great at this party all of a sudden. We are going to fight next to Sevilla for the time being.
Okay.
We will call out in a taunt to attract and try to get in a flank with Sevilla. Can I get a DC 14 whiz save from one of these would-be assassins?
I mean, that's an 11.
Beautiful. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against any other targets other than me till my next turn. And then I'm going to bonus action set up a dodge again.
All right. Sounds good.
Or sorry, main action set up a dodge.
Sounds good. As you do that, it is Cecil's turn. Victorian again looking really bad here.
Okay, I'm gonna stab one. How do you feel about a 23?
That hits.
Okay, for my next attack, I would like to try and shove him to the ground.
He's already on the ground.
Oh, alright. I got him.
That shield ain't coming up.
Neither is he.
I will say that over the ring that the shield is permanently down.
Now you still
And,
have 2 more attacks. And Dragobol is right there.
I've been really focused on Victorian, so I'm not going to take those other 2 attacks yet.
Sounds good. As Cecil, your turn will come to an end. It'll be Sevilla's turn, and utilizing the flank, she'll take her attacks at the figure between herself and Bracken.
Yes, thank you.
That would be 1 hit, 2 hits, 3. And how much damage does she do? He does a lot of damage, guys. Alright. As the blade slashes through this figure, she draws it in closer, glaring over the shoulder. Do your job! And,
I tried.
that's not what she sees. It'll be Ragavol's turn. And Ragavol, having cast 1 spell upon himself last turn, is going to cast another spell. And disappears. And the Disciples of Scorn continue to try and attack. The one that's between Sibylla and Cecil, or not Cecil, and Bracken is going to take the disadvantage here, as it's going to fight against the thing that is currently trying to kill it. And we'll get a natural 20 against Sibylla, but the other attack will miss. So, that will be... that, and then... she needs to make that. Which she will. So, that is 14 and 10. Alright. The other ones will attack onto the guards and Bracken and Kenny. Disadvantage. That's a miss on Kenny. Miss on the guards, and then Bracken. 12 to hit you on the first attack.
Will not.
And then a 11 will miss you on the second.
Beautiful.
And with that, it is the end of the disciples' turn, and Ozira, you come to your go.
Alrighty, so he is gonna let invisible. How far am I away currently from the stage where he last was?
We'll put you about 25 feet.
Copy. I want to get to the edge of the stage itself. How many people are occupying it besides Cecil at this time? And then potentially any invisible people?
A lot, because you've got the rest of Lord Victorian's entourage, about 4 figures, if I'm doing math correctly, and then all of Lady Listana and her entourage, which are your tentative allies.
Okay. His entourage we don't like, right? Just confirming before I do anything dumb.
Correct.
Cool. Once I'm at the edge of the stage there, I'll just go ahead and use the last usage of Radiance of the Dawn and letting Lady Listana and her allies be exempt from this.
Okay.
And then, same for Cecil, of course. And then go ahead and cast that and hope he's still within 30 feet. We had con save of 18.
He gets a natural 1.
Hell yeah.
And for the group, I'm just going to do a group roll, which is a 13.
Glorious.
And you said that's 19 radiant?
Correct.
Cool. I'm just going to put him there. He needs to make a save here. His greater invisibility fails him, and you can see him.
Don't sound so upset about it.
Adam
He's
Puppet.
rolling absolute shit on his saves.
Whoa.
He's an
And-
old dude.
With that, anything else from Ozira?
Alright, let's have Kenny keep smacking.
Go for it.
Oh, good for you, Kenny. Alright, so it's gonna do bam, bam, bam. Oh, good for you again. Max of that, so 18 plus another D10. So
So-
23.
28,
Oh yeah.
because it gets maxed out.
Yep. Cool. Nice. And then I'm gonna just refresh his temporary hit points. Refresh that. Cool. And then second swang. Good for you, Kenny. Doing the Lord's work. Nice. For 17. And then I'm gonna give Sibylla the temporary hit points in the second swing. For
Cool.
7.
That is another disciple down.
Glorious.
And anything else? I believe that's it, which means Avi, we come to your turn.
Okay. We don't want to lose Ragavald again. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast a Mind Spike at 4th level. I need a Wisdom save.
Cool. That is a 22 on his wisdom save.
Oh, so he's rolling like crap, huh?
He got 2 natural ones earlier.
I mean, statistically.
Yeah, until it's my turn, he'll take half a 28, nothing else.
All right. And
Yeah.
Really should have seen that one coming.
Yeah, honestly.
he rolled double digits. What do you want?
And that's psychic damage.
All right, cool. He does seem to take as much as you expect him to take for the psychic damage. He doesn't seem to be resistant. And his eyes flick over to the crowd where Avi can stand, but back then to Cecil, who is the more immediate threat. Bracken,
Yes.
you are outside with Sibylla and the disciples. Sibylla has just growled at you to do your job.
I will throw a haymaker at one of these assassins. Oh wait, I have advantage. We'll just roll one more for the first one. 15 to hit on the first. 20 to hit on the second. And 24 to hit on the third.
All of those will hit.
A total of math, 20, 32 damage.
The one between you and Sibylla go down.
Beautiful. And I will kind of give her a quick thumbs up and... You want me out here or save the people inside?
We need to make sure that none of these get to Vitorian or Ragavol.
Okay. That didn't answer my question, but I'm down to help either way.
If you go inside and leave me out here, how will we keep them from entering?
I
I
can
need
stand
to
in the
roll
doorway.
It's literally where you guys are currently fighting.
Oh, well, okay, my bad. I misunderstood that.
Yeah. So, with that, Bracken's turn comes to an end. Cecil, it's your turn.
Okay. I would have seen Ragaval disappear and then reappear pretty fast, yeah?
Yeah.
And Listana's crew has thinned.
There
I
is...
could see that as well.
Yeah, there is a certain mistress of shadows that is absolutely nowhere to be seen. So
Okay. I am gonna say over the ring. I'm going for Ragavald. Make sure our allies get in. And I will stab Ragavald 3 times.
Damn.
$20.
that'll hit him.
11. And a 12. So I'll stab him 1 time, but I tried 3 times.
You did attempt for 3 stabs, but only 1 was successful. And with that, Ragaval snarls down at you. It will be Sibylla's turn next, and Sibylla continues to focus on the disciples' score. Taking her 3 swings. One of which will hit. And we'll do a little bit of damage there. Ragaval, however. Ragaval is going to go for a bite. So. the first thing that he's going to do is try and grab hold of you, Cecil.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
Do I roll athletics? Or is it not a grapple?
It is a roll to hit. If he succeeds, you become grappled.
Oh, that hits.
I'm
Alright.
gonna warding flare that one for disadvantage.
It's a natural
Thoughts and
1.
prayers. Yes!
That misses.
A burst of fiery light blinds him for that second.
I just go whoop.
It's gonna try and grab hold of you again. But I'm pretty sure that an 11 misses.
11 just misses Faye.
So that is Ragavol's turn. And our disciples. They are going to try and press in further. Attacking all of those that are outside. Some more guards are struck. One of them will fall. Kenny has 2 attacks coming towards him. The first one misses. The second is a 17 to hit.
We'll miss. Just miss.
Bracken, you have 1 coming towards you. That is
Can
a...
I? Okay.
No, go ahead.
Can I like make a motion to him to go after Sibylla?
I'll let you use your reaction to,
Try and convince him,
yeah.
or with
We'll make
persuasion?
persuasion check. He sees you as a traitor, unfortunately. He's going
Damn.
for that attack.
You would.
That is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, then you're safe. And some attacks towards Sibylla. Both of which will hit. Alright. And as the fight continues, unfortunately, this is where our session must end this evening.
Oh,
So,
Well, in the middle of combat.
I've done it before, I'll do it again.
No. Let's finish it.
No,
Burn our shirt.
there's too many things going on here. We'll finish it next session. It'll be fine.
tune in next time on
So,
Dragon Ball Z.
we will pick up at the start of combat with Ozira during our next session. But before we head out, I do just want to say thank you to our players for playing. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys are all enjoying this story. If you want to continue catching us on our live streams, that's happening here on Twitch. If you want to keep up to date with all of our announcements or jump the game yourself, that happens over on our Discord. But if you're just interested in VODs, we've got that over on YouTube. But check us out at our website, wildewitch.com. Until then, the ever-burning light, forever guide your steps. Laters.